What's up, movie lovers? I'm Mike, and this is Gotta Love Them Movies. You guys, welcome back to Gotta Love Them Movies, your place to talk about the stuff that you love. And you guys, you may be able to tell my voice is a little under the weather today. Excuse me. For the past 7 days, today's day number 7, I've been diagnosed with laryngitis. I'm not feeling all too great. You can probably hear some of the congestion in my nose, in my face. My throat has been burning for the last week. So today is going to be a shortened show. I understand we have, I think, 5 different topics to talk about, and then we're going to take your live questions. But I'm going to kind of do my best to breeze through these 5 trailers that we're going to talk about today. And these trailers do come from one of our viewers, Nerd Zone. Nerd Zone on the show last week said, I'm back and I'm surprised you ain't going to talk about the Bad Batch. And, I addressed that last week. And then he went on to say, I'm also surprised that you ain't talking about the Chucky show or Ghostbusters 3. So, you guys, we will be addressing these things today somewhat briefly. Like I said, I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling tip-top. But, without further ado, let's jump into it. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. With the more subscribers we get, the more watch content the channel gets. And with the more watch content the channel gets, hopefully I get to make this my full-time job. So I very much appreciate your love and support in that regard. As well, you guys, if anyone has any ideas for like a standalone video, please send me an email at gotta love them movies. Excuse me. This is just going to be happening throughout the entire show. So again, my apologies. Send me an email at gottalovethemovies@gmail.com. And if you have a question about something, if there's something that is on your radar that you don't think that's on my radar, send me an email. As long as your comment or question is family friendly, I'll make a standalone video of it here on the channel. So again, very much appreciated. Now, most Wednesdays we usually have Natalie Kaz as our guest on the show, just to kind of like ping pong ideas back and forth and start the dialogue, start the discussion. Natalie is working on one of her many podcasts today. As you know, Natalie works as a writer, a director, a producer in the cinematic landscape. So today she's working on one of her podcasts, working as producer on one of her podcasts. So she's not able to join us today. So I'm just flying solo. And as per our comments from the comment section last week, Nerd Zone wanted to know about 3 different properties, specifically Bad Batch, the new Chucky show, and Ghostbusters 3. So we're going to take this a little out of order. Right now we're going to talk about Chucky. A couple of weeks ago there was a series of new trailers, and by trailers they're mostly I guess kind of announcement trailers, like television spots, TV spots. It's not like a full-blown trailer. It's a series of announcement trailers saying that, hey, don't forget, this Chucky series is coming out, and it's both on the USA Network and the Sci-Fi Network. And so a series of new like I said, TV spots have come out just to remind us. Again, it kind of holds like the tone, at least presumably, for what the show is going to be. Now, the Chucky series, admittedly so, I'm fascinated by the horror franchise, but by horror films. But I can't actually sit down and watch them. I think Chucky would probably be a little bit different. Unlike like classic slasher films like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. Chucky is one of those characters that kind of strikes me as being much more campy, and from what I've heard from a lot of other people, it's less horror and more just like weird campy fun. So maybe it's a series that I could sit down and watch. Um, but this particular television show kind of interests me a little bit, especially that. I mean, yeah, technically it's on cable. It's, it's sci-fi, but they're not going to go for the hard R rating, or like the whatever the television equivalent to that would be. Um, it's on the USA Network. It's on Sci-Fi. Like they're not going to be completely gross and disgusting. Um, and I don't know. I think there's elements of that. There's aspects to that I do find interesting. So I am kind of interested to see what this is. But anyway, like what I want to know from you guys is what are your thoughts on these new TV spots of Chucky? Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to see it? Are you going to DVR it? Is DVR even a thing anymore? Let me know down in the comment section below. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna try and rapid fire through some of these without straining my voice too much. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. Our next kind of again, it's not a trailer that dropped. It was more of a clip from the movie Ghostbusters Afterlife. There was a very short sequence. I think it's about a minute long of Paul Rudd in a grocery store, where he goes and picks up some Baskin Robbins ice cream out of the freezer. Kind of a nice Ant-Man nod or reference there. Whether that's excuse me, whether that's an actual Easter egg or not sure. Just kind of wait and find out here from the filmmakers after the film comes out. But Paul Rudd kind of hears like a woman screaming, and I love his reaction here because it's the kind of reaction that I think a lot of us would have. Like you hear something and you're like, especially for somebody living in New York City. As much as I hate to admit this, there is this element of you hear somebody screaming and you can't quite tell if it's like a danger scream or if it's just, people being stupid and being silly and having fun or whatever. So like Paul Rudd has this reaction of like, oh wait, there's a weird screaming sound. Pause for a second, analyze it. All right, it's probably nothing. And then you just go on with your day, right? When I was much younger, I used to see that trope played out in movies and television shows, and I would think like, clearly somebody's in trouble, clearly something's wrong. You just heard someone screaming. Why wouldn't you go investigate? And then now that I'm growing up a little bit more, I come to realize that's not always the case. In fact, that's usually not the case. You hear someone screaming, you kind of give it a pause, give it a beat. All right, nothing. I'm moving on with my day. I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to investigate why there was a random... Anyway, I just like that reaction. That reaction I thought was really cool to me. And then he goes and picks up like some chocolate syrup or something like that. I don't know. And then these bag of Stay Puft Marshmallows just kind of like start coming alive. And he's like, hang on, what? And then we see like a really quick montage of the Stay Puft Marshmallows. Like these really small Stay Puft Marshmallows kind of like barbecuing each other and just getting into little mischiefs. To me, it was very reminiscent of Gremlins. I thought that was, whether it was intentional or not, I don't know, it was kind of fun. It was kind of cool. And again, with the music seemed on point. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely CGI to see these little marshmallow creatures. CGI, the CGI that we have today did not exist back in the 80s. If it did, I can imagine that the look of these things would be very congruent with the itself. But yeah, I mean, I was very impressed by this small clip, short clip really, of Paul Rudd just kind of like in was it Walmart maybe or grocery store, whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it felt, granted, this is just a 1 minute clip. This movie could be terrible, but that 1 minute clip, it felt like Ghostbusters. It felt like Ghostbusters. And who knows if if the entire movie is going to feel that way. I have a feeling it's going to be its own thing. and it knows that it's going to be its own thing, but I think it's still going to have the same spirit of the original. But yeah, I liked this clip. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really fun. But I want to hear from you guys. What were your thoughts? Did you love this clip? Did you, excuse me, did you find it indicative of all things Ghostbusters? Did it have that spirit that you're looking for? What are your thoughts? Jump on down in the comment section below. All right, guys, I can feel my voice is starting to wane a little bit, so let's try and get through this quickly, shall we? Nerdzone also asked last week in the comment section what my thoughts were about the Bad Batch trailer that came out last week, and admittedly, so I haven't watched Clone Wars. I haven't watched Star Wars Rebels. These shows, I know that they're acclaimed. I've seen the pilot trailer. I've seen the pilot episode of Clone Wars a few times, and it didn't really jump out at me. There wasn't a lot there to like hold and keep my interest there. So I never continued on with the series, but from what everybody says, from all the like things that people say about it, it's one of the greatest television shows ever. And I understand I should really continue on with it, and I just haven't. But yeah, specifically about the Bad Batch, again, this just looks like a continuation of that story, just in a different kind of form, in a different section of the galaxy. And this looks like a great trailer, you guys. If I had watched both Clone Wars and Rebels, this trailer looks fantastic. Even just as a standalone trailer, it looks fantastic. It doesn't look like the kind of story that you need to have those other television shows under your belt to appreciate. It looks like the kind of story that you can just kind of jump right in and pick up from here. It's a great trailer because it really lets you know what the show is about. It gives you a great feeling of action, of adventure, and a little bit about who the characters are and why they're doing what they're doing. And of course, it was really cool to see Grand Moff Tarkin there as well. But yeah, to answer your question, or rather to address your comment from last week, Nerdzone, yeah, this looks like a great trailer. I don't know if I'm going to watch the series because I never watched Clone Wars. I never watched Rebels. But as I aforementioned, this does look like the kind of series that stands on its own without having to watch the previous two. So I don't know, maybe I'll pick it up and check it out. But again, what do you guys think? I think it looks like a great trailer. Yeah, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of it? Jump on down in the comment section below and let me know. Again, my voice is really starting to tank quick, so I'm just going to breeze through these. Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead trailer. This is the second trailer that came out. Excuse me, just a couple of days ago. Excuse me one second. This trailer came out just a few days ago, and this is a fantastic trailer. It's a fantastic trailer. It starts off with a really clear, really strong premise. Hey, do you want to make $50 million? Some dude just walks into Dave Bautista's restaurant. Hey, do you want to make $50 million? Hang on. What? There's $200 million sitting in a vault in Vegas. All you have to do is go in, get it, come out. You keep $50 million, and give me the other $150 million. We'll call it a day. Little does Dave Bautista know, there's a zombie horde in Vegas, and I think that's kind of the great twist. Like going into this trailer, I already knew that this was a zombie movie. I mean, it's called Army of the Dead, but where this trailer succeeds, the previous trailer failed miserably. The previous trailer was just an announcement trailer. It didn't give us any sense of what the movie was. It gave us maybe a sense of tone, but we had no idea who the characters were. We had no idea really what the plot was. It was just kind of a whole bunch of people running through Vegas and zombies and money flying around. We didn't really know what was going on. The second twist of this trailer that I thought was really clever was the reveal that these zombies are more than just your average George Romero style zombies. Like, these are zombies that have intelligence and they can organize. And yeah, they're still zombies and they're dangerous. What makes them even more dangerous is that they haven't lost cognitive brain function. And I think that's the concept of that is even more dangerous than just your average zombie. But yeah, this looks fun. This just looks fun. It looks really cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing it on Netflix when it comes out. But guys, what do you think of the trailer? Does it get you hyped up? Does it look good? I just think this looks fun. It just looks fun, you guys. But again, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Jump on down in the comment section below. All right, guys, the last trailer we're going to talk about today is Fast 9. This trailer just dropped about an hour and a half ago. Excuse me, sorry. Like I said, you guys, I was diagnosed with laryngitis a few days ago, so I'm still trying to recover from this thing. The Fast 9, how many trailers for Fast 9 have come out so far? There was a new one that just dropped today. And this is the first trailer that gave us any sense of, what's a word that I'm looking for? It kind of let us know that, yeah, there is a space element that is going to happen in this movie. Full disclosure, I've only ever seen the first movie, the first Fast and Furious movie. That's the only one that I've seen. I've kind of been wanting to wait until all the movies are done, until they're finished making them all, and then just binge them all. Having said that, who knows when they're going to stop making these movies? So I might just try and binge all of them in build up for release of this movie. I may miss a lot. I may not appreciate it all, but hey, there it is. That's my life right now. But yeah, this trailer just looks bananas. It looks like a great trailer. It doesn't necessarily look like a great movie, but the trailer does its job and gets you, or at least it got me kind of excited to watch a movie that I know nothing about the franchise. I know Vin Diesel's name is Dominic Toretto. I know Michelle Rodriguez is in it. I know Paul Walker used to be in it before he died. I know The Rock used to be in it. There's a spin-off franchise called Hobbs and Shaw. I know it's about family. I know it's about cars that can, they drive these cars in ridiculous ways and get these cars to do ridiculous things. In this particular trailer, they show us magnets. They get their cars to do like some crazy things with magnets, and they even address how ridiculous it is in the trailer, which I love that style of self-awareness. I think it's really fun, and at least when you acknowledge it in the way that they do, it gives you permission to do the ridiculous. It gives you permission to go off and just do crazy, stupid stuff. And that's what they're doing. They know exactly what this franchise, and I think that's, without having seen really practically any of the movies, I think that's what I love about this franchise, is that it knows what it is. It clearly knows what it is. They know what they want to get out of it. They know what they want to do with it. And I think it's silly and ridiculous, and it's fun. It's just fun, you guys. But yeah, like I said, what I want to hear from you guys is, what did you think of the trailer for Fast 9? Are you a fan of the franchise? What are you looking most? Now, I do know there's a Han conspiracy, Justice for Han. I don't know who Han is. I don't understand the character of Han, but I know that he is a character that died. And now, thanks to this trailer, Han is back. Apparently, Han didn't die. Or did he? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I have no idea. I have no clue. Like I said, I haven't seen the movies. But whenever you're able to, and again, I think that's part of the self-awareness, is that you can kill off a character like Han, I guess, and bring him back in a very tongue-in-cheek kind of way and be like, see, he wasn't dead all this time. Mwahaha. You can get away with stuff like that, and it's kind of fun because, again, it doesn't matter, and it's so self-aware and it knows exactly what it is, and this is the kind of franchise that can get away with something like that. But like I said, guys, what are your thoughts on the Fast 9 trailer? Jump on down to the comment section below and let me know. All right, guys. So with all of that down and out of the way, I think that's going to be the end of today's show. We don't have any comments in the comment section. Let's just go ahead and double check that real quick. Yeah, there's no comments in the comment section right now. Tears of sadness. Hopefully next week, you guys, we do this here on Gotta Love Them Movies. We do live open discussions every Wednesday. Hopefully I'd love to get it to the point where we can do it again every day of the week, every Monday through Friday. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this on playback. I really appreciate it. Like I said, if you want to get any comments or questions, or have a standalone video, just send me an email. Excuse me. I gotta love them movies at gmail.com. As long as it's family friendly, we'll make your comment or question or anything that you think that I've missed movie news wise its own standalone video here on the show. You guys, we all live in a weird, crazy world where everybody has their own thoughts and opinions, and sometimes those thoughts and opinions clash. So if you have an opportunity to infuse a little bit of kindness into the world today, please take that opportunity. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is what my laryngitis would want you to do. As always, you guys, in the words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other. I will see you hopefully before next week, but I'll see you definitively next week. We'll see when this laryngitis clears up. All right, see you.